Good day, everybody. This is the Ecclesiarch here, back to you with some Warpforge, and today we're gonna be doing some Dark Angels gameplay. Now, out of all the Dark Angels warlords, the one that has ended up being my favorite is Azrael. Now, I really can't sell him as the strongest of the Dark Angels warlords. I'm still not sure which one that is, but something tells me it probably would be Asmodai. But in terms of how much I like the warlord itself, I would say this guy is really good. I really love the whole design of this warlord because he's pretty much everything that you want to have in a good warlord in this game. So he's got 40 HP, so he's high health. He has a free ability with agenda to choose a card from your deck and put it on top of your deck, which is basically a consistency machine. And he has an amazing talent because you can either use this to buff your board or you can add an intercessor in your hand, which then gives you a quest progression. So this guy pretty much does it all. I really like the guy. Now the whole thing with Azrael, you guys probably understand, is the Deathwing, because with his consistency he can make those Terminators that much more consistent, thus making the archetype way more playable than it would be on any of the other warlords, which is kind of a shame considering Belial is supposed to probably be the Deathwing guy, but you know, why not? I'll take it. But he is quite a bit difficult actually to get to work, I think, because he's not as straightforward as, for example, Asmodai, where you basically just have to gather a lot of quest progression and then just win with your, not quest, sorry, secret progression and just, or was it quest progression? Yeah, I think it's quest progression, yeah, and win the game with your secrets, right? For this guy, it's a little bit more tricky, and I'll tell you what some of the problems with him are. Now, obviously, one of the main problems that you're gonna have with Azrael is that you need to understand that the mulligan works on this guy a little bit different. So by that I mean, when you, I know that there are some ideal cards that you can start your game with, but if you have okay cards, you probably don't want to swap them during the start of the game because you are risking getting a Terminator in your hand. And we have quite a few Terminators here. So we got the Deathwing Terminator, we got the Deathwing Knight, we have the Strike Master, and we also have the Deathwing Champion, so one copy of this. So these are the cards that you don't want to have in your hand because their teleport basically gets ruined. And so whenever you mulligan, you're kind of risking getting these guys in your hand. So unless it's something like very heavy like Samael that you want to return back into your deck, I suggest you don't do that. But we'll talk more about that a little bit later. So as you can see, it's built around the Terminators. I don't have all of the Terminators in here. Some of them are missing. I'm still figuring out if I do need that 9 energy Terminator. It could be good. I'm just still thinking whether or not it is worth it, but I think one Deathwing Champion is always worth it because it's a very good finisher for the enemy with that fast. Now, one problem with Azrael is that I think he's the most expensive one from all other Dark Angels warlords. I think he needs the most legendaries, but I can't be too sure. In any case, let's go over what we have here. So Inner Circle in general is an amazing card because it's consistency plus energy manipulation. And with Azrael, you have an extra trick that you can use with this. So what is this trick? Well, it is actually quite simple. What you do is you, for example, play this when you have 3 energy and you choose something like Ezekiel, right? But Ezekiel is 5 energy and the next turn you have 4. So what do? You still choose Ezekiel, you put it on top of your deck, and then you use Azrael's ability to put another card on top of your deck, and you'll get that card on energy 4, and on energy turn 5, that Ezekiel is still going to remain there. So that is something that you can do with like Inner Circle, with the librarians if you want as well, chaplains I mean, not librarians. So any card manipulation you can basically use to put cards over each other in the deck and thus manipulate the sequence of how you want to get cards. So whenever you play Inner Circle, even if you get an expensive card, it's not an end of the world. Like, you can use Azrael's ability to get some other card before that and get that card whenever you need. Maybe it's a little confusing right now, but in game you will understand. I also have Raven Wing Bikes just because I think it's really good because it's a small flank and it also gets a very good agenda. So I don't see why we wouldn't use these guys. Same goes for Black Knight, amazing flanker, so definitely you want to have that. I always prefer the Rock over just getting a normal Sergeant Taman. Both are epic, so if you were to craft one, I would always go for the Rock, because the Rock can already summon this unit, so there's really no reason why you would get this in your deck instead of this. If you want to use both, fine, but I don't think there's ever any reason to use this over this, because this can already give you a Sergeant Taman, and it also gives you two other options as well, which is great. Now Deathwing Assault obviously is going to be our bread and butter. This is our finisher, this is our big surprise, so every Deathwing deck is going to require this. I got one copy of Librarian. I really like Librarian when you play it on Energy 3, but late game these guys can be quite useless, so I don't like to have a lot of copies of these. Obviously there's the Deathwing Terminator, not much to talk here about. It's a great drop on its own, plus Azrael can slowly increase its attack, and on top of that it also has a great teleport. Now there's also Inner Circle Companion. This is a better lictor basically, so no reason not to use this. One copy of Landspeeder Vengeance as a flank, and Azrael can also at energy 6 make this a 6 attack, which is pretty good. We got Master Lazarus. This is a very important one because this can help you trigger the teleport of some of your Terminators. So if you didn't get a Terminator when you shouldn't have gotten one, this guy can still be there to trigger their teleport and not make them weaker, right? Basically. There's Unwavering Zeal, because this is your basically the sister card, which is the Cleansing Flames. This one I think is a little bit better in some situations because it can also hit invisible units without targeting them, but it can be random when there's a bigger board. Now Wages of Wet Retribution is a questionable card. I don't think there are many scenarios when you really need this on Azrael, but if you're going to be facing a lot of Asmodais, I think Asmodai wins against Azrael, and I think Asmodai in general wins the Dark Angel matchups, because what he basically can do is he can get a whole lot of secrets and then just overwhelm you. So with this, you kinda at least have a chance of evening the playing field. Plus, if you play against spammers like Sisters or Nemesar or something, this can be very, very good. There's also Deathwing Knight, obviously, for that great teleport. This is basically a Lich card on its own, even if you don't trigger the teleport. But if you do trigger the teleport, this guy goes instantly face, which is absolutely crazy. Gains Vanguard, something that you guys should consider. These things don't gain a very, but they don't seem to get the visual of the Vanguard. So just look at the icon and see if it's active when you're playing against Dark Angels, because sometimes I look at it and it doesn't show that this guy has a Vanguard once it triggered the teleport, and you might think that there's no Vanguard on the board and it might confuse you. But on the other hand, this can also confuse the opponent, so it's pretty good. One copy of Desperate Mission I think is really good, because at 10 energy, if you draw Deathwing Champion, you can just play it, and which is really, really good. And on top of that, this really helps you with the teleport triggers later on. There's the Ravenwing Ancient, another flanker, which is pretty nice. And Talonmaster, obviously, an amazing flanker, plus an anti-stealth. There's the Strike Master. I really like these guys because if you do trigger their teleport, their stat line is absolutely nuts and their buff is permanent, so I don't see why you wouldn't run this guy. Even without all of that, it still has okay stats. There's Ezekiel, obviously a great 6-drop. It's like on Shi, but comes with camouflage as well, so insanely good. Deadly Hunters, amazing legendary once again, something that I think every Dark Angels player needs. Mostly because this is a great answer to a lot of stuff. This will help you in Keltalk matchups a lot as well, by the way, because whenever they do the Reclaim the Stars and vomit their hand, you can just answer with this. There's Deathwing Champion, we already mentioned that. I don't like to because I think it's overkill. And there's Samael as our late game troop. By the way, if you don't have Samael, there are some other good options for Dark Angels to run. Like, you could consider other things, like you could get a Ravenwing Speeder, if you're lacking some legendaries, right? You could go for a Blade Guard Veteran if you want. I don't really like these guys, but they can be okay. I think that a Deathwing Master or Repulsor is also a good choice. You could go for Fury of the Unforgiven. That's also a pretty good card. And what else? Yeah, I think Chaplain is also interesting. Extra layers of consistency is always nice, but I think the problem with the Chaplain is that whenever I get these guys in the late game with Azrael, it's just useless. So I've had them too many times as death cards to think that they're actually worth it. But in the draft, for example, I think they're much better. Anyway, without further ado, let's just jump into the games and see what we can do. And we are fighting Emotech. Now look at this. I can keep the Desperate Mission for later on. I don't mind that, but Samael has to go. And okay, Wages of Retribution, that's okay. So once again, I'm trying not to swap things. Like on some Warlords, maybe I would return a 4 energy card, but not on Azrael for sure, because if you do it on Azrael, what's gonna happen is that you get a chance of getting a Terminator, which is crazy bad. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start off from Inner Circle right here. And here's the situation. So I can play either the Deathwing Terminator, or what I could do is I could get Ezekiel and just put some cards on top of the deck. But I think I'm gonna go for Terminator here, because right next turn, Terminator is gonna be crazy good. So here you don't want to use Azrael's ability because I've already placed the card that I want for next turn. So I'm just gonna smack him in the face. With Azrael, mostly you do want to be using your ability, but whenever you're not, smashing the enemy's face is a good idea because, well, you do want to play a little bit of aggro, mostly due to the fact that you got a very cool finisher. Okay, so we got a Deathwing Terminator. We're certainly going to do that, and I'm going to use the ability here. So we have Deathwing Assault, we have Talon Master, and we have Ezekiel. I think in this case, I'll go for Talon Master, because for Energy turn 4, I have at least 2 options. But for 5, I'm definitely not using Desperate Mission yet. It is a little too early. Oh, what? Really? Really, brother? Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay. I'm gonna have to answer this real quick, because I certainly don't want to end up having to deal with this trash, so let's clear the board. Let's not let him get too many scarabs. Well, I mean, we did manage to get one very good thing off of that, so I don't mind too much, I guess. Okay, he's gonna get 4 scarabs again. Okay. So I'm unable to clear it just yet. If I had suspected this, I would have gotten the... Deathwing Assault. Now, here's the bad thing. Because of his Scarab spam, I'm kind of unable to really use my Azrael ability. But what I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to start getting Wages of Retribution. Oh, I actually should have done that earlier, now that I think about it. It's just that I don't want him to multiply the Scarabs too much, in which case it becomes very difficult to contain it. But Wages of Retribution, he can just feed this. This is actually pretty good. This is actually genuinely good, if you think about it. You gotta love how there's an animation bug, like multiple animation bugs, when it comes to the teleport. Okay, so this is beautiful. We're gonna do our little wages here. Then we're gonna do this. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna start cleaning up. And this is gonna give us a lot of quest progression. Look at this. So we're gonna start creating these secrets like crazy. Now he probably wants to use the unless he has his croissant. Nope, no croissant. You guys know what I mean by croissant, probably, right? Okay, I mean the Doom Scythe. Okay, that goes. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, okay, okay. So, what do we do here? I guess first off we do this. And we do that. It's actually funny how many quests we're getting here. No one escapes the Raven Wing. Okay, we got a lot of good quests. Now what we'll need to do, secrets I mean, what we'll need to do is we're gonna have to try and draw them. Maybe it's a good time to actually play Desperate Mission. We'll see. We'll see how it rolls. Now Desperate Mission is slowly good because it's also thinning our deck, which is slowly getting full of secrets. Which is crazy good, honestly. Ooh, that's not too good. Okay, let's actually play Desperate Mission. 2, 3. Oh, that's I would say absolutely beautiful. Could have been a little bit better than that, but you know what? I'm not gonna complain because we still managed to clean up most of the trash, so I'll take it. It's funny how many secrets I'm actually generating here. It's it's a little bit crazy, honestly. Like, as soon as I draw one, the game is gonna go insane. It's just important that we manage to draw that before Emotech manages to blow me up with his Scarab combo. So, let's see how it rolls. He still manages to, you know, get, like, tons of Scarabs because, well, unfortunately, that's how this bullshit works. Okay, not bad. We got more flankers. I'll take it. I think it's time that I try and draw a secret here, man. We don't get it. Holy shit. But next turn we draw 2 cards anyway, so... Okay, unless he kills me this turn, we have a chance later on. Holy hell, we have so many secrets and we still didn't get any. That's actually pretty bad. If he has the explosion here, we might be in a bit of trouble. We'll see how it rolls. There's like a very, very good secret that I have in my deck, which is to just... We've already created it, to just heal the whole board, so we'll see how... Oh, so he finally decides to play that very well. Okay, I'll take it, I'll take it. Okay. Gives us a few more secrets. Why'd he... Oh, this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. And the thing is, I think I'm actually going to do this because otherwise it might get out of hand. I need to do this right now. Otherwise, as I said, this gets out of hand, right? So we need to clear up these stupid scarabs. With this, I can just get a relic, honestly. I'm not sure if he can actually even... At this point, he might just get tired of waiting and surrender. Because my turn is going to be a billion hours because of all the secrets that we're creating. Oh my god, and each of them is giving me 2 secrets. So that's actually why I like using Wages of Retribution, because at some point, in some matchups, I mean, it becomes like a crucial thing. Okay, there we go. Alright, now the game is over, boys. No matter what he does, after that, I'll be drawing cards like crazy. That means I'm going to be getting secrets like crazy. So, first of all, he needs a Scythe Assault. If there's no Scythe Assault, he might be in trouble. Okay, Spider Nest. Maybe he's just going to explode those spiders. We'll see how it goes. So he's going to explode them? Yes, there's the self-destruction. 1, 2, 3, face, unlucky, 4. Okay, well, in this case, let's start drawing now. Yeah, this is over as hell. This is over as hell. So let's actually do this now. Oh yeah, it's over. I wanted to make a big combo, but it's what it is. Okay, GG. Alright. I would say that was a pretty crazy game. It's just a good example of why the Wages of Retribution can be good. In some matchups, it can be pretty bad. In some matchups, it can be pretty good. So against Asmodai, it's not easy, guys. As I said, it's one of the harder matchups. So we're gonna be in for some trouble. Because what happens against Asmodai is that we're kind of forced to aggro him down because he kind of wins, he kind of basically wins the late game.
At once, Dark Angels, redden your blades.
Nothing can compare to the judgment of the Emperor.
Okay, Dr. Doom. So I can catch up a little bit with his progression. So let me drop this, do this, then do this. And honestly, for turn 1, let me see what I can cook here. Yeah, let's do the Inner Circle. That's going to be a useful card later on. So there's a few things he can do here. First of all, with his ability, he can take this out together with an attack, which I think is the most sensible option. But at the same time, then he can't play something, right? Oh, so he's risking it. That's actually pretty interesting. Yeah, the risk pays off. At the same time, I mean, I also have an answer, so I don't mind too much. It's just that he blocked my Librarian play, which I'm not too happy about, I'll be honest, but what can I do? Okay, perfect. Deathwing Terminator. Bring it here. So another one of these bad boys. Okay. This card is very good on Asmodai, but not so good on Azrael, because with Azrael you don't really have many ways of getting those secrets, so this is a great tool to seize tempo, because if you're like playing this guy, the 2 damage is just really good. Just helps you seize the initiative. Okay. He does the Dr. Doom. Now, there's only one thing I don't like about Asmodai, guys. That being, sometimes you can get very lucky and draw a secret very soon, but sometimes you never do it. So it's too RNG reliant is my problem with him. But I mean, otherwise he's of course a very good warlord.
No one escapes the Ravenwing.
Okay, alright. Oh my god. Okay, fair enough, bro. Oh, that is so unlucky. Oh my god. Holy hell.
Caliban's rage echoes through me.
God damn, the guy was unlucky. Holy shit. That's the one reason I don't like it. Like, why would you do 1, 2, 3 damage to a random unit? It means your own unit as well. Like, that's so bad. Oh man. I kind of feel sorry for what happened there. I think I actually chose to draw the wrong card, now that I think about it, because Ezekiel is the best play here, I think. Yeah, it's my mistake. So first let's draw. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, I have to play Ezekiel.
I alone judge the weak from the strong, the truth from falsehood.
Talon Master, actually, why the hell not? Yeah, I just ruined my Terminator. Now he has a very big problem to deal with, though. This thing is massive. Plus, there's also this guy on the board, and then there's also this guy on the board. Oh, that doesn't help now, does it? Yeah, it doesn't help too much. Oh, he can't even take out Ezekiel. Yeah, seems like this might be the end. Because Ezekiel has camouflage. Is this lethal? Yeah, it's lethal. Well, I mean, he can take out the Terminator. Wait, what? Yeah, this is lethal, boys. By the way, I love the effect on Ezekiel's ability. It's just so good. Okay, we got him. Man, he was unlucky as hell. But it's his fault. Like, why would you use that offense card? It's like, it's so bad. Like, it's genuinely so bad, is what I'm saying. It's not a good card and not good offensive abilities. If I were to rank this, it would rank for me as one of the worst. It's one of the worst offense cards in the game. Like, no contest. So many layers of RNG. So 1 to 3 damage and a random enemy, and not an enemy, sorry, random unit. So it hits yours as well. It's crazy. I think the other offense card, which is deal 1 damage whenever you use a tactic, is way cooler. Okay, so this is another case where I'm not going to change anything. Actually, Talon Master is super good against stuff like Genestealers and Tyranids, so I'm going to keep it. But in any case, again, I'm trying not to mulligan into Terminators. Again, that's why Azrael might seem as a bad warlord for, let's say, someone who is a beginner, for example, because you think that you're supposed to play this guy exactly the same as every other warlord, but you're not. By mulliganing, you're sometimes ruining your own game, so yeah, you gotta be careful. So Genestealers are a tricky matchup because they fill up your hand and your secrets basically get burned away quite a few times. But fortunately, we're not playing Asmodai, we're playing Azrael, and it's really good. By the way, you might have noticed that I don't use Supreme Grandmaster to generate cards that often, but there are situations where you can find it useful, so don't think it's bad or anything. Okay, Magus. We have a nice curve here, very, very nice. Okay, Samael, I don't mind him. So this is another reason why I like this flanker. It's a good early drop as well, with 3 HP on top. So here's the thing. Honestly, I'm gonna get Deadly Hunters. You know why? Because I already have a good curve, so I don't really need to do Inner Circle here. But otherwise, the Deadly Hunters is gonna be so good whenever I manage to play it, just to re-seize the initiative, because you guys know what the Genestealer cults do, right? They try to steal your initiative by filling your hand with trash, and then they swarm the board. So, what we do is basically this. Now, I'm kinda somewhat regretting it, because I could have played it together with poison supplies, but honestly speaking, I don't care too much. Come on, what are you thinking about, man? You need to attack this. It's not up for discussion. Come on. Chooses not to. Okay. Ooh. I say Unwavering Zeal is the better choice here, because again, AoE against these guys. Jammed communications is not that problematic, I would say, actually. Yeah, I actually think it's not a problem. Oh, Terminator would be so good right now, but unfortunately we don't get it, but it's okay. Let's drop the companion. Get rid of this. I don't want it generating any more value. So companion is really good. It's stealth, and jammed communications is okay, because I don't have that many tactics in my deck anyway, so sabotages, stratagems, I mean. I wonder what that is. Okay, I got a very good move here. No matter what that is, I'm gonna do this. Oh, that's so good. That's beautiful. Then I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna use the ability here. Get more progression, get Vanguard, protect this. And absolutely, Deathwing Strike Master. Now you're going to witness how good that card is. I'm even going to prioritize playing that over something like Ezekiel. It's just so good. Yeah, he's in trouble here, I think already. Locus. You know, I really want to be doing the Talon Master here, but of course, he fills my hand up with trash. That's okay. Okay, fine. I'll take poison supplies for one turn.
No mercy! Engage and eliminate!
I'll take one turn of poison supplies. One turn of it. It's okay. He's got a lot bigger problems on our board currently. That permanent buff to your warlord and to the board, and plus a gigantic body, it's like so good. Our HP lead is getting very, very good, by the way. Ooh. Okay. And? I wouldn't say that's the correct move. Sorry to say this, but it's not the correct move, my brother. You know what I'm gonna do? Actually.
The hunt never ends. Duty
Yep.
compels us forward.
So this was a very good play because either it would trade here or go face. If it went face, this would also go face. And I wasn't afraid of whatever the hell he would play because I have Deadly Hunters to just counter his board. So I don't think he's like... I don't think he's getting out of this situation. If he has Telepathic Domination, now is the time to use it. Oh, okay.
The walls of the oppressor.
Do you have flank for that? Yikes. No, he doesn't. That's not good, bro. That's not good. Let's see what I draw. Based on what I draw, I can either finish him off or just play Talon Master. Oh my god. This is unfair. This is actually unfair. This was an unfair draw. I mean, we still had Talon Master to just counter him. It's not a problem, but holy shit. Yeah, that was a stomp. That game was a stomp. It can happen. It's funny that I actually find that these guys are not that bad against Genestealers because you don't suffer from tempo loss that much. Mostly because you can manipulate what you draw next turn. Asmodai! Asmodai! Make them repent! I don't like fighting Asmodai, man. I'll be honest. Oh, he's the same guy. Okay. Let us begin then, my brother, by deploying a sergeant. Ezekiel. What? He's running those? Interesting. I won't deny it's a little bit surprising.
We ride for the lion.
Yeah, let's do this. Dr. Doom. Okay. Pass. Perfect. Okay, that's definitely a Terminator. No. We don't do that. The more I give him to think about, the better it is for us. Because we want to disrupt him doing this every turn, like doing his agenda every turn. Oh! So he answers with the same thing. That's actually interesting.
Come forth and be slaughtered.
Honestly, I'll get another Deathwing. Terminator. Worst thing he could do here for me probably is the Talon Master. No, worst thing would be Deathwing Terminator, the one that automatically attacks the Lich card, basically. That would probably be the worst one. Okay, that's good. I might actually go for Ezekiel next turn, depending... I wanted the Terminator just to seize the board from him, but... At this point I could go for Ezekiel, yeah. I think that's a mistake, right? Yeah, that's a bit of a mistake. Okay, I could play the Terminator, but I guess Ezekiel is just that better. So sometimes I also mess up, guys. I forgot that I had 6 energy Ezekiel, that's why I got the Terminator, but it's still not a big mess up, because if he had somehow seized the board while keeping a lot of units, this would be very good for reclaiming the board, so that would be like something very good. But now that he just left 1 unit, Ezekiel is just good, because like this on an empty board is crazy. He'll have to sacrifice a lot of things if he wants to deal with Ezekiel. He'll need another flanker. You can't target this with a tactic, so either you need to buff that, or... Yep, there it is. The Ancient Reliquary. What, he's got another reliquary to use on it, or what? Why is he pondering? Ah, okay, secret agenda. I guess that's pretty good. Okay, that's just a trade, so I'll take it. Bit unfortunate that he managed to stop Ezekiel, but what can we do? Yeah, Strike Master it is. Again, the Talon Master is going to be a very good play here, if he can. Such a good card, honestly. Like, the stats on it are crazy, the abilities are so good. It's even a good just as a 5-drop. One of the best cards. Oh, he got the Venerable Dreadnought. That is so not good, guys. That is so not good. Please, not everything on my thing, please. 3 shots, come on, man.
No mercy! Engage and eliminate!
It was a little bit insane. Come on. But you know what? He deserves it. Last game he got so unlucky that he deserved to get lucky here. I'm gonna call it. So I guess it was fair. Okay, he can trade that. He really wants to keep that Dreadnought, doesn't he? He really wants to keep that Dreadnought alive. Is that Dreadnought gonna go face? Nope, it's not, actually. Interesting.
Come forth and be slaughtered.
Another Strike Master, fair enough. Repent, heretic. Honestly, what's with the... Oh, shit. Yeah, that's not good. That is not good. That is not good, boys. That is not good.
The chase is over.
Oh god, this is not good. Oh shit. There he goes.
The chase is over. Now the blade holds.
That is not good, gentlemen. That is not good. I think we fold here. Yep. Unfortunately, we lose this one. Yeah. I think we lost. I should have taken that dreadnought earlier, I guess. But holy hell.
Now's is the moment.
Okay, fair enough.
Target priority
Let's fold. I think it's only fair we fold here. I would say eye for an eye. He got a game-losing luck last time, and now he got a game-winning luck, so I think it's only fair. Okay, Azrael versus Azrael. Yeah, we keep the hand. No need to mulligan these things, just to make it more consistent.
At once, Dark Angels. Redden your blades. Eye and weapon to the enemy.
I think we actually get a better start. Inner circle for sure. This is getting interesting. Ooh. Oh, goddamn. Okay. That's actually scary as hell. Not gonna lie.
I will stand sentinel for the chapter's honor.
I mean, why not? So we still keep this on the board so that he can't just focus only Lazarus.
We ride for the lion.
Okay, drop the Talon Master. Do this.
Angels.
Yeah, this is gonna get important. So we have to go very aggressive here because he already has Wages of Retribution on, and in a mirror, it's very, very scary because he's gonna get way more secrets than I do. So we're gonna have to be very careful here. Okay, that's actually perfect. Not gonna lie.
For the lion and the emperor.
Hold the line for the lion. Oh, he's actually using that. What? Holy hell. I'm actually gonna go ahead and say that's a bit of a waste of a card slot, but fair enough. It saved him here, so...
Come forth and be slaughtered.
Yeah, this is what I need. Too late for Wages of Retribution from me, guys. We just have to push the aggro. It's way too late for me to push Wages of Retribution. This is gonna be a lot about how lucky he gets. This is going to depend a lot on his luck, so let's see how lucky he does get.
The hunt never ends. Duty compels us forward.
You gotta keep bashing his face. It's one of the things actually I don't enjoy a lot currently playing against the Dark Angel mirrors, because it's like, am I gonna destroy you before you're able to get your secrets, which is kind of boring in its way. Okay, he played that correctly. Gonna try to get a secret out of that. I mean, now that you put it that way, then of course I'm gonna play it. Lazarus.
For the chapter's honor.
This is interesting. Yeah, I think so. Best have that in my hand, just in case.
The lion's sons endure. I will see to it.
He's got a healer as well? What?
For the lion and the emperor!
I'm actually genuinely surprised he's trying to play that kind of a build. I don't think it's gonna work in a lot of cases. Okay. Yep. And it did not work. I mean, it seems fun, but the problem with it, once again, is that you're taking a warlord that's not built for that build and kind of forcing him to play that build. So all his game, he was based on secrets, and I'm the guy who actually drew it at the crucial moment. So that's kind of what I don't like about that approach. I don't think that it is valid for Azrael to play that kind of a build. In any case, guys, I hope you enjoyed my take on Azrael. There were still some things that I wasn't able to show, like some funny combos that you can get with Lazarus into Knight, or like Samael making other Samaels, but there's a lot of very interesting things that you can do with this warlord. I think he's a very good warlord. He's a little bit harder just to play than the other Dark Angel warlords, is what I think. So anyways, I hope this was a help to you, and yeah, Ecclesiarch out.